Well, here we are again with more G2 canceled bullshit. Seriously, were they really failing that bad back then? Oh yeah, it totally was failing back then. G2 only lasted, what, 3 years? And yeah, they did have some weird ideas, but sweet shit, they canceled all the good stuff. Toxitron, canceled. Defensor, canceled. Venusaur, canceled. Except for Breakdown, we will talk about him another day. But I don't think anything comes close to the mystery of the canceled Seekers. Nobody knew the names of them except like 2. They're just weird painted Seeker jets that nobody knows about. So they decided to give us this guy and a taste of what could have been.
This is Legacy CloudCover, and he came out in the Toxitron line at Walmart. This is the whole thing about this line. It's giving us a taste of all the canceled figures that I just listed. It'd be really cool if we got the rest of the Seekers. We still need the black guy and the green camo dude. We already got Sandstorm though in Generation Select, so we're already on our way to a complete army of psychotic, toxic camo coneheads led by... Yeah, I don't have any other coneheads, so CloudCover will have to do. But anyway, this is a repaint of Ramjet, I believe. Considering the wing placement, as it's not the one Dirge has, and also not thrust because no VTOLs. So that leaves us with the Ramjet wings, which I'm fine with because that's honestly my favorite conehead. And also, I just really think Dirge and thrust wings are really stupid. Color-wise, here we have the first G2 Decepticon with camo that actually makes sense. Oh yeah, I said it. Yeah, sure, the Combaticons match and Megatron's cool, but they still don't make any damn sense. But it makes sense for a jet to have this kind of camo because it's sky colored. And also, this just kind of looks really cool compared to the rest of the G2 camos. Feature-wise, we've got a modern figure, so don't be expecting any spring-loaded gimmicks or flip-out missiles. Instead, we have the Seeker staple, null rays. So yeah, you can attach them to the wings and it works, I guess. But honestly, I would rather have some of those missile things that are on the cone heads. That's not to say the null rays look bad by any means, they look just fine on the jet mode. But to be honest, that's about all I can say for the jet mode. I really like it. So without further ado, let's transform it. So the transformation is literally so reminiscent of how the classic Seeker works. You see it a bit more with the standard release, but it's pretty well present here as well. Only thing I'm a little bit confused about is they couldn't quite get the cone head to be a part of the nose cone, but I don't mind it. It's cheating, but I really don't care that much. In robot mode, he looks exactly as good as he did in vehicle mode, and he's once again ensconced in his sky camo.
You know, if it was socially acceptable, I too would be ensconced in sky camo. That was a Seinfeld joke if you didn't get it. Well, was that too dumb for the room?
Continuing with a look at the robot mode, yeah, this is literally just the classic Seeker with some improvements.
Yes, I said improvements. Despite what people say, this is the better figure.
The wings end up on his legs just like Ramjet with the thrusters pointed down so he can fly. However, I have always thought this was redundant because everyone knows he has rockets in his feet to fly with. But that's even more ridiculous when you realize his feet are just his engines transformed from jet mode. What's going on here? Whatever. The head, despite being a little bit of a cheat, is actually well done. Also, he's screaming for some reason. Maybe it's a battle cry yell or, I don't know, his war face.
You got a war face? Ah! That's a war face! Now let me see your war face! Ah!
Also, he's got that checkered pattern that seemed to pop up on a lot of G2 figures in his air intakes and on his feet. Weird. Feature-wise, again, he's got the null rays. And again, they still look just as fine as they did in vehicle mode. I just, once again, wish they were the other things. But he does look good posing with them. Speaking of which...
Now, to wrap things up, we gotta talk articulation for this guy. He's got a ball-jointed head. Not really surprising there. Still an improvement over the classics version. He's got a universal shoulder joint. Goes all the way around everywhere you need it to go. He's got a bicep swivel, no wrist swivel to speak of, but he does have a nice-ish elbow. It's fine. It'll do what you need. No waist swivel because that's just how the Seekers work these days. I guess they just don't get waist swivels. Universal hips and a thigh swivel.
And then you can do what you want with the knees. Go about there, just over 90 degrees, and you can get some play in the feet. And there's an ankle tilt. It's not perfect, but it's good enough where you can get him some decent stance poses. So for a Seeker, it's fine. It's just very reminiscent of the Classics one, but it does what it needs to. It's fine. I can't complain. Overall, I really like CloudCover. I never really have been much of a Seeker collector. Ever since I started collecting Transformers, I always bought Starscream and got on with my life. But times have changed. This guy really makes me want to track down the rest of the Earthrise Seeker molds. And maybe, if we're lucky, we'll get more of those G2 Seeker jets to go along with him. As always, guys, I've been Treebot Reviews. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll see you all in the next one. Keep growing your collections.
Now you must acquire a taste for freeform jazz.